is the moment. Fans around the world, it's time!
Thank you for tuning in to another MOC Fight Night. Today, we have a song's true theme featuring a memory turbulence centered around weakness break. Now on side one, we have the legend himself coming back, 𝙎𝙤𝙪𝙚, as well as a couple of the standard mobs, the Ascendant and the chick with the fans. On side two, we have a new unique enemy, the Harmonious Choir, past, present, eternal show. This puts all three of the musical themed enemies we see from the 2.3 update as one singular boss enemy. Now, inside of this, we are going to be taking two teams that are going to be better to face this than any other. On side one, and with the 𝙎𝙤𝙪𝙚, we are going to be bringing Boothill and a team to hyper buff him to do the most damage he possibly can. And on side two, I would highly recommend that you bring Acheron into this if you do have her. However, because we have her absolutely juiced out on our account, we are not going to be doing that, just to make sure that we are even and we are on the same playing field as everyone else in this game. So we will be bringing the DOT team featuring Kafka, Black Swan, Robin, and Adventurine. 𝙎𝙤𝙪𝙚 is going to be sitting with Boothill since he needs the break effect, but normally they would be with Kafka. All right, we are going straight into the battles here now. Onto side one. We see that this turbulence is coming up. Just to go over it one more time in case any of you guys missed it, it will summon one Trotter. The Trotter will be defeated when that Trotter is weakness broken. It will advance forward whoever weakness broke that enemy, and you will get 15% damage and 30% break effect. This will stack up to 5 times. Oh, now we see all the contestants using their trace abilities and going straight into the battle. First, we have 𝙎𝙤𝙪𝙚 skilling up. And the enemies do have a quick speed. We see here that they will be doing a lot of damage. Now, the contestant here needs to make sure to go after that Trotter first, especially on Boothill. He needs to build up those stacks of pocket trick shot to make sure that they will be doing the most damage they can throughout this entire time. Now, will he go for another small one or will he target one of the bosses? It looks like he is going to try to max out pocket trick shot as soon as possible, going straight into the ult afterward. The smart target here would be to hit the fan chick, but we see here, oh, he is going straight for the fan chick. The fangirl is going to be taking a lot of weakness break here. 𝙎𝙤𝙪𝙚 should be just doing a basic attack. There should be no need for another defense scaling. Oh, it looks like he's checking to make sure the Matrix of Preservation is still on 2 stacks. Going straight into an ultimate to build up those 2 stacks of healing as well. Now with Sparkle, we should see an advance forward on the Boothill. 𝙎𝙤𝙪𝙚 should be able to just do a basic here to get her ult up. This ult field is going to increase the amount of all type res that he is going to be able to do, giving him a nice little damage boost as well. Now, with this amount of break effect, it is able to one-shot the fan lady. That was a 447,000 basic attack enhanced from Boothill 𝙎𝙤𝙪𝙚. Now we see another advancement here on Boothill, and is he going to be able to take this down with the 0 cycle on the first phase? It doesn't look like there's going to be enough break here, even with the boost from Sparkle, so it looks like we're going to have to take into a second round, another cycle to get through this. Another Trotter spawns in. 𝙎𝙤𝙪𝙚 going for the skill. Now, normally you could also bring Bronya here, but the reason the Sparkle is here is to generate the max skill points so that you can spam 𝙎𝙤𝙪𝙚's skill as much as you can to make sure that ult field is almost always up for Boothill to do his maximum damage. Oh, we see the break. Another 445,000 damage, one-shotting it. We're going into 𝙎𝙤𝙪𝙚. First side, he has 2 phases. He's going to summon 2 of the shields, and we'll likely see on phase 2 he will do even more of the shields. Checking here, we are seeing the memory turbulence that was currently at 2 stacks, and even though the memory turbulence is at 2 stacks, it looks like he's going straight for 𝙎𝙤𝙪𝙚. Oh, looks like it was actually just the ult, and he's going for the Trotter, building up even more memory turbulence. Now remember, the memory turbulence gives you 15% attack and 30% break effect per stack, so getting those stacks is very beneficial. He's contemplating going for the shields. Nope, he is targeting just the main boss here. Sparkle coming in with another advance forward. Now, if this was Bronya here, it would be 100% advance, and it would definitely sit to do a lot more damage. However, the skill point generation so that 𝙎𝙤𝙪𝙚 can always spam her ult, and then 𝙎𝙤𝙪𝙚 will never have to worry about not being able to spam her skill as well if absolutely necessary. See, we have another skill from 𝙎𝙤𝙪𝙚 there, even though that wasn't necessarily necessary because we were trying to build up the energy for the ultimate. Now, that was a 384 physical attack. Oh, and we see another 84,000 from the ult. The ult is meant to be another breaker and weakness inflictor. It is not the main source of his damage. The main source of his damage is that enhanced basic attack. We see another push up from Sparkle. We are starting to run a little low on skill points, but is this going to be a problem? It looks like Sparkle's ult is going to be coming back up, and Ruan Mei's ult is high enough now to where we could do a basic attack here in order to get that ult up all the way. Doing a significant amount of damage, but Fu Xuan keeping the team alive in there. She should be able to hold out for the rest of the team in order to finish this within at least 1, maybe 2 more cycles. Ruan Mei ult is coming out. Now the strategy here is definitely target the main boss. If you have an AoE physical attacker like Argenti into Argenti, or an AoE ice or fire character, you could also go someone like Jing Liu. You could go someone like Kafka. And the coming up Firefly that is currently not out but coming on the next banner would be perfect into this side. We see he is focusing down the center. Good ult from Fu Xuan. We're getting another attack boost and some more skill points back from Sparkle as well. Excellent use of a basic attack. We saw earlier the Sparkle as well when we didn't necessarily need skill points, but we used that ult. We used the Boothill skill in order to use up 1 skill point and then hit there before he even needed to attack, so that the attack boost was fully there. Looks like we got another advance up from Boothill. Now, is Boothill going to be able to get through that barrier? It doesn't look like it. It looks like we're going to burn a cycle since one of the shields was coming on. Oh, he slow-mo. Thought he was going to get the kill there, but it looks like it wasn't enough. Now, remember, the barrier works as a 1-hit absorption. It will absorb any huge amount of damage. Doesn't matter if you E0 them, E6 them, have max S5. If he has that shield up, he will take no damage. But it looks like this is going to be the end for side 1. An excellent and quick 3-cycle clear from the free-to-play S1 E0 Boothill. Now, looks like on side 2, we have Kafka walking up. This side consists of Robin, Aventurine, Black Swan, and Kafka. Normally, Ruan Mei would be here with them as well. However, because Ruan Mei is needed on Boothill's side to ensure he can get those breaks, we are sticking with Robin. Having her here as another DOT kind of enabler is very good. We're going straight into this. It looks like as well that Aventurine was able to get that pouring rain for the max defense. Robin going for the skill, very, very standard. Interesting choice to attack the one that doesn't have imaginary weakness with his basic attack. I wonder what the contestant here is thinking. We are going for another skill here. Excellent use of skill. Now, we're not going to have the Ruan Mei break efficiency for this side, but even then it should be okay. Excellent effect res. Having the Aventurine effect res for this side is paramount, since they are going to be throwing out a lot of dreams, and because of how the uniqueness of side 2 works with them all sharing HP because of how Past, Present, and Eternal Shadow works as a boss encounter. Looks like we're going for a basic attack. It seems like Robin is going to be saving her ultimate for when all of the allies use up their turns. Very smart. Immediately popping out the ult from Kafka as well. Hitting that AoE. Very nice. This should be able to break now. Excellent break. Now, we see it less than 100,000 damage, but remember, this is a DOT team. A lot of the damage is going to become being backloaded. If you are running someone like Acheron, like our general, Jing Yuan, you might be able to get a lot more of the front-loaded damage to be able to clear this in 1 cycle. Now, the side 2 of this side 2 is going to be what is going to really hold you back when it comes to cyclage of clearing. So you've got to make sure that on your Boothill side that you are clearing as fast as you possibly can. Going for the basic attack again. It looks like it is applying some sort of debuff. Is this potentially higher than E0 Aventurine? We are just getting word caught in here that Eddie Aventurine is actually at E2. E2 means that it inflicts all type res pen of about 12 to 18%. I can't remember the exact number off the top of my head right now, but that is why they are attacking, even though it is not imaginary weak. That makes sense. Thank you. Now, we are going for immediately the memory imprint, and now we see that the unique boss here on this side, the Past, Present, and Eternal Shadow. As you can see here, on the very top, they have a 1 shared health bar, but on the right side, near where you can do the autoplay or the fast forward, each time you target one, you can see the individual debuffs on each individual enemy. They all act independently, but even though they act independently, they share 1 big health bar, and they all still have the maximum amount of health that they would normally have in an MOC 12. So they are tanky. And once we get into the second phase of this side, you see that they also have a coordinated attack that does a lot of damage, and it has a potential to have heavy CC. However, that is why we bring Adventuring into this side, because his shield, his CC is going to be good. Oh, looks like we're going to get a shield reset here because the shields all ran out, and then immediately into an ultimate. Now, this ultimate here is going to do a good amount of crit damage increase for the team and rebuff the shield. We already saw that he was at an E2, so when you do an ultimate with E1, it also gives you a shield. Good refresh on the damage boost. They are definitely going to need that to be able to get through this in any time soon. Now, you see how even as all of them are low, they are at 2%, but they all share that 2%. Is Kafka going to go for the kill, or is she going to go for the trotter? It is a tough choice because you could advance straight into phase 2, or you can have the memory turbulence. Oh, looks like we are going straight into phase 2. Nope, here we see the coordinated attack between all three of them. The effect res coming in absolute clutch here. On top of the effect res do a lot of damage. If they are allowed to do that coordinated attack a second time, this alien dream enemy can hit more than one person in their coordinated attack if they do it more than once. So that is very important to watch out for. You should try to absolutely break them as much as you can to delay their actions if you can't outright kill them fast enough. Looks like we're going for another Robin ult to advance forward the team. Even though Kafka can't act, having her advance forward and having one of her turns passes means that she will be able to act that much sooner. Black Swan ult coming in, get the Epiphany out, and then another basic attack. Very good. Looks like we were being very conservative on skill points here. Excellent choice. Good amount of effect res from the Adventuring shield as well, but it looks like the shields are starting to run low. Adventuring might have to reproc this shield here. Going in the immediate Kafka ult, very nice. This is going to do a good amount of DOT, and it's going to do amount of very good hit on this. Now, is he going to reapply the shield, or is he going to do the base attack? It looks like the base attack because he knows that he has E1, so he could throw out that ultimate. If you do not have E1, make sure that if you are in the exact same position that you are shielding there, because you absolutely need to maintain your shields not only to absorb the damage, but you absolutely need the effect resistance. This is extremely important. If you do not have the effect resistance, half of your team will be put to sleep at once. And if they hit your main damage dealer and your support, you might be fish out of water here. Now, it looks like Robin does not have enough energy to go back into her ult, and she likely won't have enough energy to go back to her ult for a little while. Going for the weakness break, very smart choice. We have about 2% now left, so we should be cleaning up here before the 20-second cycle starts for an easy and clean 3-cycle clear. Somehow that wasn't enough, but it looks like the DOT does take care of it at the end. Considering that this team was not using anything too crazy, and we are not using Acheron here because we want to keep the even playing field fair, having a 23-cycle clear is quite good for this new type of enemy. Normally we have especially just a single type of boss, but having this triple boss harmonious choir style that kind of reminds me of how Sunday would do things is very interesting design choice from the developers as well. And with that very clean 7-cycle clear on the new MOC, all about songs and shadows, I would like to thank you very much for tuning in and watching. If you did enjoy this commentary over the MOC clear, please let me know with a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me hit the notification bell, do all that fancy stuff. And please tune in to the next time we do the MOC contestant challenge, or whatever I called it in the beginning. But that's going to be all for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching once more, and I will see you next time. Peace.